A lot has been made of Congressman Keith Ellison's epic meltdown on this program earlier this week, but after further review, I'm not surprised that he showed no interest in answering my questions on the sequester or on the debt, because he has a long history of dodging reality. Now, that includes his past associations with radicals like Louis Farrakhan and other leaders of the Nation of Islam. Now, yesterday I discussed at great length that evidence, and of course, Congressman Ellison, he responded by saying that I was attacking his religion, which is completely not true. I never discussed his religion. I was simply pointing out that as an elected official, his constituents, the American people as well, deserve to know whether or not he has spent a lot of time palling around with the likes of Farrakhan and other people like Khalid Abdul Muhammad, with whom he shared a stage on at least one occasion. Now, not everyone may be familiar with Khalid Abdul Muhammad and his views, so tonight I thought I'd play for you what this vile human being has said about people in the past, especially white people and Jewish people. Remember, here's a guy that's a sitting member of Congress sharing the stage with this guy. Watch this.
We kill the men, we kill the women, we kill the children, we kill the babies, we kill the blind, we kill the cripple, we kill the crazy, we kill the we kill the lesbians. I said we kill them all. He said, well, why kill them all? Why kill the women? First, why kill the babies? They're just little innocent blue-eyed babies, because they're going to grow up one day to rule your babies. Kill them now.
Here with reaction, Niger Innis is the chief strategist for the TeaParty.net and Sirius XM Patriot radio host, our friend David Webb, both friends of the program. What was your reaction when you find out that apparently it was Star Tribune pointing out that he was even a spokesman for Farrakhan and was associated with him for a lot longer than he said, and then Khalid Muhammad sharing the stage? Everybody knew what an extremist he was. What does that say about Ellison?
What it says is that he chooses the people he agrees with. Let's call it what it is. Come on, it's as simple as what our parents taught us, Sean. Who you associate with is who you are, and he made choices. He doesn't need them for political power, but he chooses to associate with them. He also plays another game. Now that he's saying it's his religion you're attacking, which you're not, it's going for that protected class. If you're a Muslim, he's a Muslim. What's the big deal? If he was Catholic, it'd be the same issue. If he was Protestant, whatever it is.
It's not about his religion. It's about
his character.
An anti-Semite. And he's a racist.
Yeah.
And Khalid Muhammad is killing everything white that's in sight.
It's even bigger than that. They're really a fascist mentality when you think about it. Listen to what he says. Khalid says, let's kill the crippled, kill it. They want to kill anything that doesn't fit some narrative they've created in their vision.
Let me ask Niger and bring you in here, Niger. You saw the interview that we had, and we just, lost it, which is fine. We've had our moments. This is live television. But do you think that scrutiny has been withheld from him in this case? In other words, would anyone else be able to have had these associations and gotten a pass?
No way would the establishment media have allowed Republicans to get away with these types of associations. And let me tell you, Michael Myers was brilliant the other night, but he made one misstatement. He said that there were no black leaders that came out against the Million Man March and against the vile and wicked things that Khalid Abdul Muhammad and these types within the Nation of Islam and other radical groups have said. And that's just not true. David knows that that's just not true. Roy Innis, the national chairman of CORE, myself, said so back then, opposed the Million Man March and opposed this racial arsenic, racial arson, rather, and these racial pyromaniacs that exist out there. And unfortunately, it is the Keith Ellisons, the Congressional Black Caucus, most of them, that apologize for these types.
Let me ask you this, though.
For these fascists.
Do you think, I'll ask both of you the same question, and I'll start with you, Niger. Do you think he is hiding the radical beliefs so he's more electable? Do you think he still believes these things? Because obviously at one time, if he's hanging out with these radicals, he must share their views. Do you think that, I
think it's a big question
mark.
Guys, I think guys like Ellison guys like President Obama, when he was a state senator and when he was rising through the ranks in Chicago, they hung out with guys like this. They palled around with guys like Jeremiah Wright and Farrakhan and these ilk. So it's kind of hard to know exactly what is deep down in their heart. What I can tell you this is, you know, everybody's talking about the sequester is gloom and doom, which is such nonsense. But what is gloom and doom is the near double-digit unemployment in black and brown communities all across this country. That is an apocalypse. Right. And these politicians, these little Caesars in these communities, these black politicians like Mad Maxine Waters, they have no culpability and responsibility for the conditions. And just one last point, Sean, they foster racism because they have no real solutions in these communities. Right. So what do? They feed racism to these communities. David?
They're not actually interested in solutions because, look, after voting in civil rights in 2 generations now, essentially, we've evolved. The nation has eradicated that disparity. We have freedom. We have laws that protect all our rights. Look at their response to Justice Scalia's question in reviewing that case. They suddenly push these race pimps, which is what they are, push the race narrative because it's about power and control. They want to keep it. They want blacks in line.
Last question. Do you think there would be any Republican, and Niger addressed this a little bit, any Republican that in the 1990s was hanging out with radical, anti-Semitic, racist like Farrakhan and Khalid, that they could ever have a chance at being elected?
They wouldn't have a chance at a public existence because, and I agree on the Million Man March. I covered that. I was down in Houston at the time, and a lot of people went out of Sheila Jackson Lee's district to go do this. Go down to the 5th Ward. Look at these neighborhoods. Right. Look at what they've left. The legacy that they've left is disparity. It's the degradation and the destruction of a community, and that hurts all Americans.
Right, these black politicians give the black community bread and circus, also known racism.
All right, guys. Thank you both. Niger, David, good to see you.